Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Bob. This Sunday we'll be looking at the musical 9 to 5 as we continue on with our St. Luke's on Broadway sermon series. Now, several years ago, I took my daughter Hannah to see the musical 9 to 5. Now, I had seen the movie starring Jane Fonda, Lily Tomlin, and Dolly Parton years ago in the past when I was young, but Hannah had never seen it, never seen the musical, and wasn't familiar with the storyline. Once we left the theater, on the drive home, she started asking all these questions, and they all dealt with this feeling she had, just incredulous that that's what discrimination against women in the workplace looked like. Now, we had a great conversation all the way home, and I found myself kind of mixed feelings, that I was grateful that there has been a lot of progress made. I'm grateful for all the education that's taken place over the years, and that there are many more avenues of recourse that people have when they confront discrimination. But of course, I'm still saddened that any kind of discrimination still exists. Discrimination has its roots in the idea of one person believing that another person or group of people is less than them. They will use their power, their wealth, position, their words and their actions to continually demean and bring down another person. And any type of discrimination, whether it's sexual discrimination, racial discrimination, discrimination against people because of their religion or their age or their sexual orientation, any kind of mistreatment of others is sinful. Now, this Sunday, as we look at the musical 9 to 5, I'll be thinking of Dolly Parton. And if you want to look for an example of the opposite of discrimination, her life is a good place to start. Dolly Parton really is the epitome of Christian charity. She doesn't judge. She really speaks up for people rather than against. And that has led her to be supportive of a wide variety of programs and projects to help people that she sees are in need, whether because of personal tragedy, because they've been discriminated against, or because they were born into poverty. She has helped a huge number, countless number of people through her position, her power, her fame, and her wealth. She's given over $1 million to children's hospitals and treatments. In 1995, she began the Imagination Library program in honor of her father, who was unable to read. The Imagination Library program sends a book per month to all the children enrolled in its program. And just last year, in 2020, it sent out over 19 million books just last year. That works out to be one book being mailed out every 1.6 seconds last year. In addition to that, she has helped the high school students in Tennessee to stay in school through graduation and be able to continue on to college. She has also started a program to help children who are in cancer treatment in honor of her niece. When Whitney Houston used her song, "I Will Always Love You," Dolly Parton gained a lot of money from the royalties of her song being used in Whitney Houston's movie, The Bodyguard. At one time, it was the top-selling soundtrack, and Dolly Parton used the royalties that she earned, and she hasn't mentioned how much that was, but it was a considerable amount, and she purchased a large office complex in a historically Black part of Nashville as a tribute to Whitney. And she wanted to invest in that community that had been hit through discrimination and racism and hardship. She wanted to place her office complex there. She also gave $1 million to the vaccine research team that went on to develop the Moderna vaccine. Now, I happen to be vaccinated with the Moderna vaccine, as many of you were, and so she has personally benefited my life. She's also been an outspoken advocate and supporter of those in the LGBTQ community, and when she sees that they are being discriminated, she often makes a statement to help them and to lift them up. I want to read to you what she said back in 2006. I think everyone should be treated with respect. I don't judge people, and I try not to get too caught up in the controversy of things. I hope that everyone gets a chance to be who and what they are. It's a great lesson for us. She doesn't judge, and she tries not to get too caught up in the controversy of things. And she hopes and helps everybody get a chance to be who and what they are. Instead of discriminating against people for differences, we should help them become and live as the people they were meant to be. This Sunday, we'll be looking at 9 to 5, and there will be a great message, great music, and great fellowship. I hope to see you there. I hope you have a wonderful day.